welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. If you're new here, welcome. The main theme of my channel is adulting in progress, where I take you through things I'm currently going through or things I've already been through and how I'm adulting my way through them. Today is the long-awaited return of my budgeting journey and my money journey and my journey to be debt-free. Basically, I fell off the wagon last April probably, and then, you know, I moved and like all these other things, and I basically wasn't doing well, so I kind of took them away. But now I've been binge watching a whole bunch of budgeting channels just so I can figure out what is the problem, how I can do this. And as you know, one of my goals for the year is to pay off 50% of my debt. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my money story. I'm going to be doing a full debt confession of everything, because the last one that I did was really focusing on my credit cards. This is all of my debt minus student loans. And then we're going to be talking about how I'm going to be changing my relationship with money, because what I realized is that I don't necessarily have a healthy relationship with money, so I need to change that. All right, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, just stay tuned. So I do have a video on my channel that I will link in the cards talking about how I got myself into over $20,000 in credit card debt. So if you want to know like the specific breakdowns of like how we got here, you can go reference that video. Today I'm going to be giving a full breakdown of all of my debt, not just my credit cards. But I want to talk about my money story. So basically, I grew up middle class my entire life. Both of my parents had jobs when I was younger, and I actually didn't have to work until I got to college. And even then, like, I had a part-time job. Like, it wasn't like I didn't have to like have a full-time job to work to actually be in school. So when I got to college, my second year, I was actually a community assistant because I lived in off-campus housing. So similar to an RA in dorms, but I was in off-campus housing. So that's when I got my first job. And I've been thinking about this because I've been doing a lot of reflecting. The amount of money that I used to have, just expendable income in college, is ridiculous. When I look back, I'm just like, where did all my money go? Because I used to have I would go shopping basically every paycheck. I would have groceries, I can go to food, I can go out, I can do all of the things, okay? Now, like I said, I lived in off-campus housing, which I also got a discount because I worked at my apartment complex, so my rent was a lot cheaper than it is currently. So yeah, but like that was like my first job, a lot of expendable income, and I had a few credit cards, but it wasn't really that bad. And that was how I really moved through college. I think my relationship with money specifically changed after I graduated college, because your girl didn't have a job, okay? For 3 months after I like fully graduated, did an internship, all of those things, I had no job. I had no job. Therefore, I had no money coming in, but I had credit cards, okay? So everything, my entire expenses from December of 2016 until March of 2017, April really, because that's when I started my job. So April, like the beginning of April of 2017, all of that was on a credit card. All of it was on a credit card. Now, I did, when I was in my internship, I was a server at Denny's, so I was able to save some money that would like help pay the minimum payments on those credit cards once I ran them up, okay? But that was really where things started to take a turn, because I was basically spending money that I didn't have because I didn't have a job. After I got my job, as y'all know, I recently relocated from the Bay Area. So my job, I had to move to the Bay Area. I'm from California, so I've been born and raised in California my entire life. So I think my perspective of what's expensive is a little different compared to people in other states, because I think other states just think everything in California is expensive. I mean, I can't say it's not, but so like the perspective of, I think my rent at that time was like $1,800 plus like all utilities, like all those things. Like I had to pay all of that. I had a car. I did. I had a car. I had a car note then. And then, but I was living with my ex at the time. So like I had like some shared expenses there. So I was still making, like I still had decent money, but it was kind of, we were living paycheck to paycheck, baby. We was living paycheck to paycheck, because even combined, it was not enough, okay? It was not, like, it was enough to survive, but like we couldn't be doing lavish things out here. That's not what happened. And then also, as y'all know, that relationship ended in 2019. We basically lived together from 2017 all the way up until 2019, till the end of 2019, but we broke up in the top half of 2019. And y'all know that I had a YOLO year. Basically, I was sad, I was depressed, I never wanted to be at home, so I traveled and put all that money on credit cards, and was just like, we'll figure it out later. And then I also had to save money because like I was the year actually, okay, so 2019 I actually was about to like change my finance situation. Like what I'm doing now I was gonna do back then, because we both like I had gotten a raise. I had gotten a raise from my job because I got promoted, and he was also like made more money. Like you got more money each year, like that merit increase situation. So there was that, and I was literally strategizing on how I was going to pay off my debt. That is why I started door dashing, because it was a plan to help me pay off my debt. That's what that was. Well, then when we broke up in March of that year, I had to save money to move out on my own. I had to save money for a deposit, a first month's rent, utilities, moving fees. I had to save all of that money. So all of my savings that was supposed to go to debt and like DoorDash and all that stuff, instead of going to debt, had to go to moving expenses. So literally it was just bare minimum paying the bills that we had, because our bills were expensive, because we had then moved into a 2-bedroom apartment that we probably should not have. But I had to pay all of my current bills and then also pay the minimum payments on all my credit cards and save up money for a deposit in order to move out. That's really what happened as of 2019. And then 2020, I was literally living on my own. And my old job, honestly, it was, I made enough money. Like that was pretty much it. It made enough money. Like DoorDash and Instacart wasn't a choice. It was required in order for me to be able to fund my life. Like in addition to my job, I also had to do that. And a lot of it was because of the debt, but the debt we got in 2019. So that was 2020. We didn't have nothing to do. Like I was just like, I mean, I now I got to pay off the debt. So yeah, that was that. And then, so that was 2020. And then as y'all know, and I was literally, that was like one of my biggest things of why, another reason that led to me leaving my job was I wasn't making enough money. I was like, baby, the math right here is not mathing. It's just, it's not mathing. It's not working out. And we need to make it make sense. We need to make it make sense. So therefore, I was looking for another job. It's also the reason I went back to school, because the more degrees, the more money you can possibly get. And then I was gonna look for a job that had those skills in order for me to make more money. Like, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. That's really what it was. Because I was like, my current salary is not gonna match. It's not gonna get me out of debt. Like, I'm gonna be paying $5. My debt snowball's gonna be $5. Okay, so that was really what happened and what led to my me looking for another job in order to make more money, in order for me to be able to become debt free, because we was already here, so I had to do something. And then I got that job. As y'all know, I got that job in what was it, June. Well, I was offered the job in May and moved in June. And then again, yes, I did have to I had to pay for moving expenses then. So once I found out I got the job, that's when I was doing Instacart basically in all of my free time to save up deposits and first month's rent and things like that for this move, so that I wouldn't be as bad as I was the last time. Also, I was able to get a sign-on bonus with my new company, so that also helped and went to moving expenses as well, and like breaking my lease and like all these things. So that was 2021. And now 2021, I don't want to say that I was as bad. I think I'm definitely getting better at my relationship with money, but I think that I spend money like I have money, because when I see money in my account, I spend it. So there's that. That's what I did in 2021 until like about December, when I found all the budgeting YouTube channels. Okay, so because I don't want to have y'all here all day, we're gonna break this up. So we're gonna start this video. It's going to be my money story, and I'm gonna post them in succession whenever I do them, because I'm gonna film all of them right now. But the first one is gonna be my money story, so how we got here. And then I'll do another video that is my debt confession, so we'll have that. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna record it right now. I'm just gonna break it up so y'all don't have to like sit here and like listen to me for 30 minutes straight. And then I'm gonna do my debt confession, and then part 3 will be how we're changing our relationship with money. So it'll be a 3-part video. So stay tuned for part 2. It'll be up whatever day this goes up, it'll be up the next day. It'll be up the next day. I would give you a date, but I don't know when that's gonna be. So whenever that goes up, we will see you in the next one. Check out my other budget recaps, because then you'll see where we started and where we come, and like how I'm literally changing my mindset. There's gonna be a video on one of these sides. It's gonna be 2 of them. One is gonna be my most recent upload, and then one's gonna be a suggestion from YouTube that they said that you will like. And make sure you go ahead and check that out, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.